Hello and welcome to Let's Play of Football Manager 2015. My name's Jeremy, and today we're starting a save game as an inexperienced player and without any licenses. So we're going to start from the very bottom. So at the moment, this is the worst we can. We're starting unemployed, and we are going to get this game going. We'll save over that one and replace that. So we are starting on the 15.3 update, so whatever updates in there, as we're going to start unemployed. We will take the very first job that we're given. It doesn't matter if it's in any of the divisions that we've got or anything else. In regards to my character, I am a 43-year-old Peruvian national in this game. Australian, obviously, if you can hear the accent. Go down this path. So let's go to the job centre. Let's look for any vacancies that we can take and have a look at what's going on around this. So as we just have a quick look at what's going on at the moment, there's nothing there. So really what we are looking to do is find ourselves a job, and then from there take control. So hopefully we are able to be employed fairly quickly, but knowing my luck, that may be a couple of seasons. Alright, so anything here? Okay, we'll get a bit of Blackburn information. I am a Blackburn fan, so we'll see how they go. Apologise for any sound in the background. That's just the kids are home, and we are obviously taking care of them at the moment. So this could be a little boring in regards to it. As I said, I'll take whichever is the first job available. I'll apply for any jobs that do come up. We may end up in Brazil, Argentina, in the lower conferences of England, Australia. So we will see exactly what goes on. We will certainly not be too worried about it, and we'll go from there, and we'll see exactly what we can get. Again, nothing happening at the moment in any of these. As we look at the current head coaching roles which are under review. So you may end up with it Vanarama Conference South, Ryan Northope. Doubtful that you get anything particularly higher, so what I might do is just pause the save here and the recording here, and wait until we actually get to a point where we can apply or get a job. And welcome back. So I applied for 3 jobs just recently: Cheltenham, Yeovil and Aldershot. I wasn't expecting anything from Cheltenham or Yeovil, obviously, from where they sit, but Aldershot have given me an interview. So before we go there, let's have a quick look at Aldershot itself. 20th in the Vanarama Conference at the moment, so just outside the relegation zone, only 6 games in. And let's attend the interview, and we haven't much choice there. You've never managed a club before, why should we look at it? We've got I simply haven't been in a role as head coach that long, but it's something I've always been near the top of my ambitions as head coach. I would have hoped my reputation and standing in the game would be enough for you to overlook my lack of club experience. Everybody has to start somewhere. I haven't managed a club yet, but I'm desperate to get started. I've been waiting for the right opportunity to take my first steps into club soccer. I admit that it would be a risk to take me on without any club experience, but I hope to convince you that it's a risk worth taking. If you believe I'm the right person for the job, my lack of club experience shouldn't matter. I'm going to go with this one here. So, can you explain why you appear to be in the running for a few jobs right now? I'm trying to forge ahead with my career by any means necessary, considering my options. I don't think it's unreasonable. It's an unreasonable number of clubs to be talking to. I admit that it doesn't look good, and if you want me to withdraw from other serious opportunity for a serious opportunity, I will do just that. Right now, that's nobody else's business but mine. We parted company with our last head coach much sooner than anybody would have anticipated. Can you offer assurances that we won't be in for a repeat of that? I'm the sort of head coach who wants to win now. I want short-term success, and I think I can make it happen here. It's my intention to commit to a long and successful career with this club. I don't care about previous head coaches. I'm only focused on what I can bring to the table. Well, let's go to the successful with the club. The club is looking to hire a head coach with comfortable working with limited resources. Are you that head coach? Well, if you're going to the Vanarama conference, there aren't going to be many. I know I'll be able to look after the club's finances if given the job. I guess I'm in for a challenge then. I'm looking forward to it. If we all focus on playing soccer, then everything else will sort itself out over time, and we'll go with that one. Is there anything you would like us to judge us on if you're appointed as head coach? We'd be looking to play a direct style of soccer. No other philosophies. If hired, we would expect you to position the team for a solid mid-table finish. Is that fair, or do you think you could do even better? Let's go. We're not going to over-expect anything, with no requests. Okay, and they'll be in touch. So what we will do is we'll quick run through and see where we sit. See if we actually end up with any offer from this. Because quite honestly, I would be quite happy to end up there. Get into the game and get ourselves going. So they're really a poor team, but when you are as poor as me in the game, it really won't matter. So as you can see, 3-3-3 in motivating, determination and adaptability. Let's see what Aldershot want to say. They may say no, which is fine. We can then look at other jobs. And there's no reason not to apply for some of the other jobs. It's they can only say no before they give you an interview, and we can only see what Aldershot do, as we are in I want to say the 1st of September there, just heading into later into September. Once we get up and running, and I think this episode will just be about getting a team. The next episode we may go through the team itself and a game, and then what I will do is I'll probably run every 5th to 10th game or something like that, just as a review, see how we're going in the season, and go from there. So Newcastle, Martin Yole is taking over there. Gary Megson is taking over Yeovil. Nick Barmby is going to Cheltenham. And now Aldershot have approached me on a 1-year contract, $55,000 a year to take over. They expect a mid-table finish with zero transfer budget, $888,000 per year payroll, playing direct soccer, no agreed board requests, and if the foreseeable future we're going to refrain from applying at jobs at other clubs, which I have no issue about. I don't envisage in the next little bit that they will. Now, in regards to this, we've got a $55,000 per annum thing. No, let's just go to here. And let's ask for a 5,000. Let's ask for just a small little bonus for reaching the first round of the FA Cup. It's not something that you're likely going to do. And let's finalise the deal. And we will go from there. So, Aldershot have hired me. So before we get into any of the fun things that come with this, we'll just have a quick look at the squad. So we've got Paul Smith and Dan Thomas, both goalkeepers. Smith has played every game. No clean sheets as such, I would expect at this stage. Conceded 9 goals in that time. Yep. He's had 1 clean sheet in that time, averaging 6.8. We've got Glenn Wilson, John Osler, and Chris Baker, with Jason Gibbs as our defenders. Damon Lathrope, Sam Hatton, Matthew Saunders, Jordan Roberts, Ryan Jarvis, Tristan Plummer, Josh Scott, Brett Williams, and Andre McConlin in the side. And we'll go through each of them as we get a chance. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for this episode. We'll then get a second episode up and running. We'll go through the team in depth and everything else, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you in the second episode.